Hello friends, today we are going to make homemade white bread. Now I will be showing you in my later videos how to make wheat bread as well. So let us talk about the dry ingredients first. We need 1 cup of flour. We need 1 tablespoon of dry yeast. I've taken the Bluebird. You can choose any variety of dry yeast. You can take, you need 1 tablespoon of white sugar, and you need some salt to add to your bread for your taste. And you need some warm milk. You need some warm milk, and you need a cup of water for kneading the dough. Now what I did is I added the yeast in the warm milk and I kept it aside. I kept it aside for 10 minutes. Now you can see the yeast has activated. How it has activated, I will show you. Now we'll see how the yeast got activated. Now when we take the yeast and we put it in the warm milk and we stir it nicely and keep it aside for 10 minutes, the milk turns frothy like this. Now we have mixed all the dry ingredients, that is the flour, the flour, salt and some oregano mix. Now we need to make a small partition in between the flour like this. Just make a small space, and you need to add the yeast, the activated yeast here. Now you need to knead the flour as you are kneading the roti dough. Now when you knead the flour, make sure to put all the milk with the yeast and add water as much as you need, and add salt to taste. Since I added the seasoning, it already has a little bit of salt, so I will add only a pinch of salt to this. You need to adjust the salt to adjust to your taste. I'll add some more water to make it a dough. Please don't make the dough too firm. It needs to be a little bit loose and a bit fluffy, so that the dough can easily double in size and your bread can become nice, fluffy and soft like the one you get in the market. So the dough is almost ready. You can knead it nicely. See, the dough is nice and fluffy. The dough is nice and soft. You need to add sufficient amount of water. If it is too watery, you can add some more white flour or maida to it to make it proper. Now mine is perfect. I've made it so many times. So if you're a beginner, you should add little water and start kneading the dough. Then it will be a perfect dough. Now see, my dough is almost done. See, if you press it, you should easily be able to press it. Now this is done. Now I need to keep this for an hour in a warm place. Roll it nicely, and let me you need to take a tall vessel, something which is at least double the size of your dough or more than that, and you need to cover it. Now let us take a little bit of oil in our palm. I've taken a little bit of oil in my palm. This is just to help the dough have some, because when it rises it becomes a bit sticky, but that's all right. Just apply the oil a bit on the vessel you're planning to keep it for it to double. Just line it a bit with a bit of oil, and you need to fold your dough like this. Just fold your dough a bit Don't press it too much, just fold it. See, it will become one side, the upper side will be like this and the lower side will be a bit in this form. Now we keep it in the vessel and close it. Close it, you can close it with anything. And I will keep it here so that I can check on it after an hour. You can keep it near the gas stove so that it's a warm place, so you can easily get it to become double in size in 1 hour. Now let us prepare the gas. Yes, today I am going to make the bread on the gas stove. Actually, it's the best way to prepare bread. Only thing, it takes around half an hour to 40 minutes for the bread to be properly cooked on the gas on low medium flame. So we need a vessel, we need a big vessel with a stand so that you can keep your bread. See, I have this vessel and I have this with a nice lid and with a stand. Now I'm sure all of you will have a stand like this at home. If you don't have, you can keep a small katori which is a bit tall, something like this also, and you can keep your vessel on which you are going to make the bread. Now the bread what I will make, since I don't have a proper vessel, the long vessel to make the slices of bread, I will make a round bread and I will cut it into slices. So you need to place your stand inside the vessel you are going to cook it in and close it with the lid. And let us keep it aside for now. Meanwhile, since this is for going to double in size, let us take a vessel something like this. Now this vessel is the vessel on which this is a cover, a lid. Now this lid I am going to use to keep my dough once it's doubled. I am going to brush it with some milk. I'm going to keep the dough on this and keep it on the gas for it to cook. So let us prepare this vessel. All we need to do is add a bit of oil. And nicely grease the, you can add butter also, little melted butter, you can add butter also. I'm adding a little bit of oil and nicely grease the lid or plate, whatever, you can use a plate also. And what you have to do is, you need to take a bit of flour, any flour, wheat flour or maida, and put it on the vessel and just tap it. If you tap it, see, you have to tap it this way so that the maida sticks on the oil and on the, this is because you are doing this process so that when you keep the maida, when you keep the dough, it does not stick on your vessel while you are cooking. So let's see whether our dough has doubled. Now it's time to see our dough. It's been 1 hour. Now we'll see if our dough has risen. See, the dough has risen to double the size. Now you see, this is so soft. If you touch it, it will go down. It's so soft. Now carefully lift the dough. Let the dough sit for some more time. Meanwhile, I'll heat the gas with the preheat the gas. While the gas is being preheated, I'll slowly slowly take the dough in my hand. Be careful not to punch it. Now slowly place the dough on this And now we need to brush this, brush the surface of the dough with some milk. But before that, I would like to add some now one tip I would like to give at this point is that you can also make buns with this. Now I will make a short video about buns later. Now we make small cuts in the dough so that this dough gets cooked properly in the oven, on the gas. Now slowly you have to make cuts to it. I'll show you from the top how this dough looks. Once the cuts are made, we need to add some milk on top so that we get the glaze. That is, we get the golden brown color that is there on the bread. Now see, this is how the cuts look on the dough. See. Now let's take some milk and we'll brush it on top of the dough. If you have a brush, you can use that. I don't have a brush, so I'm using a spoon. You can also brush it with your fingers. Be careful to even put it on the sides, a bit on the sides, so that the glaze is all over. Now our gas is preheated. You can see it's hot. You can see the steam come out of it. You can reduce the flame to low. Otherwise, your your bread will get burnt. Now I have to slowly place this on top of this carefully without burning your fingers. Here you go. You don't need to add any salt or anything to the gas, to the vessel. You just need to preheat it and close the lid, and you need to keep the gas on low to medium flame. So I will reduce the flame so that we can. Now my flame is reduced. Now let's wait for our bread to be done. You can call this as garlic bread, and if you don't put the seasoning, you can call it as normal white bread. Now let's see how this turns out. Guys, it's time to see the bread. As you can see, it's ready. But one thing, guys, you need to turn the bread after half the time. Say after 25 minutes, 20 minutes, turn the bread on the plate, but be very careful because it's really hot. This is the bread. Now we will try to cut it. You can apply a slight bit of butter on top. Here is the bread. You need to turn it so that you get the color on this part of the bread. Now let me cut it. Make sure not to bake it for a long time, because otherwise it will not. Here is one slice. See, it's really hot, and if you press it, it's really soft. You cut the bread. The base has become a bit dry. but otherwise the bread is good enough. Actually, you should let it cool a bit before you cut the bread, because then you'll have best results. So here I cut around 3 pieces, and you can take more measurement. See, here is the bread. You can take 2 cups of flour to have double the size of bread, but you need to cook it for at least 45 to 50 minutes so that it's ready. It gets cooked properly. It's still steaming hot. So guys, you enjoy your bread and have a nice day.